Aloha everybody, welcome to our very first vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the video where I show you everything that happened during our trip to Jodhpur earlier in January. So please stay tuned, grab your popcorns and let's get into the video. The one cultivating his ground will have plenty of bread, but the one taking up worthless pursuits will have his fill of poverty. Proverbs 28:19. You guys, 2025 has been a crazy and amazing year. I mean, this year we had our very first interstate trip for business, interstate business trip, right? So we had a client reach out to us to make the African menu at their wedding, and so we never actually were contacted like a middle party, the event planners, and it was so beautiful. And I tell you, this wedding was so beautiful. The only challenge that we had was that we had to make everything veg, and we in West Africa, we don't usually eat everything veg, so we had to take out like crayfish, bouillon cubes, and switch it with like vegetable stock and all of this, but we made it happen. So the videos that you are currently seeing are just us prepping the things that we couldn't do at the event, because the trip was just 3 days. And the day we landed, the first day was the day we landed, the second day was the day that we had to prep and get used to the environment and actually start making the preparations. And then the third day was the wedding day, so we never had a lot of time, so we had to prepare some things from Delhi. Now I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm over explaining it, so let's take it from the top. My name is Sarah. You may or may not know me, and I manage Flora's African restaurant. We are an African restaurant in Delhi, and we only serve deliveries nowadays. Hopefully we would obviously expand to a proper restaurant, but for now you can only see us virtually. Okay, all right, so we have had the amazing experience of visiting all over India, or visiting this part of India through our business, and this was Jodhpur. It is a state in Rajasthan. It's a city, pardon me, in Rajasthan. That city is so beautiful. You guys are going to see the images soon, but as I said, this is us just prepping everything. Now this is gluten. This was a soya replacement, so we got like a mock meat situation from the planners, because we had no clue how to go about all of these, because obviously we don't eat vegetarian food, but we had to outsource everything. We got the pots, obviously we got a lot of help. This video that just passed was berry spices for the Ethiopian menu. Did I also mention that we made Ethiopian food? Now, Ethiopian food is not new to us. To me in particular, it is not new. I love Ethiopian food. One thing about me, I love to experience different cultures, and because I am not in a position to currently go out and see the way different people live their lives, food is the way I express myself, and food is the way I get to connect to them. So I'm always very open to trying new things. So among these things is Ethiopian food. So I have a history with like trying one or two things. I have made injera a couple of times with the rawat, but what you're seeing here is just the filling for the sambusa, and this was so good. Everybody that came to assist us, all of the ladies, they had to take some of this home because it was really good. I tell you. Anywho, so yes, this was like 5 days to the wedding, right? And we are just stocking everything and prepping it to go into the fridge, so we can, on the wedding eve, on the wedding day itself, we have like a live counter situation. It was so nice. So this was us just prepping everything. We fried a few of the samosas just so that we can try it, and as I said before, it was so good, and I was exhausted. I was really tired at this point. When you see me with my chicken, I actually was ready to go to sleep, but no, the work continued, and the next day they came and picked the food up, and all the things that we hadn't obviously made. And yeah, so it has been such an amazing experience. I swear, we are so grateful, always grateful for everything that we have had to do. Obviously, I also had to print like the badges and the menu. I have no clue why we did that. We weren't really informed about how everything would go, so we had to make names for the meals, like the counter name thingy situation. I have no clue what it's called, but yeah, we had to do it because we never knew if the organizers had these, but yes, they did have it. So at the end of the day, we never used it. These are the badges, our badges, okay? Because one thing we are going to be is identified. Once you see me, you can look at my badge and you know who I is. All right, so we just did that, and the food was ready to be picked up. The drivers came with the frozen fridge. I have no clue what the name is. So everybody say hi to my mom. Hello. But this is a fridge situation, and we just packed everything. They actually did, because we couldn't do that. It was really heavy, so they packed everything inside and then they took it ahead of time. In the meantime, we stayed back to get ready to travel the next day in the morning. Our flight was at 6 a.m. No, 7 a.m. Yes, and it was a 1-hour flight. But before that, obviously, girlies had to get ready, so we went to the next store to get some stuff for my mom, and I got some stuff for myself as well at Forever New. And then we headed to the house to get rested until our flight the next day. I was so tired and ready to crash, honestly, because I had no rest for like 2 days. Oh, life of a caterer, my goodness. But yeah, great, happily everything went well, and we got to the airport. This is us and the other chefs that we went with. So it was a really short flight, about an hour. Delhi airport. We got there, boarded and everything. Everybody say cheese. So yeah, we got to the Jodhpur airport. Unfortunately, they said we couldn't take any pictures there for some reason. Apparently, it's a religious day. I never really asked a lot of questions because remember, I was so tired. I was ready to crash. Okay, I never had the time to be asking questions. I can't take a video. Cool. Okay, bye. So we went. This was just us in the flight, and I'm thinking this is when we landed. So we landed, and the only picture I could take at the airport, honestly, was that one and this one at the entrance to the airport. So I'm so sorry I couldn't get any footage for you. But we got to the first hotel and we had no room. There was no rooms for us, and this is me just lamenting about the room situation. So we had to go to another hotel, and when they tell you that every disappointment is a blessing, every disappointment is indeed a blessing, because look at this castle, look at this fine looking place. It looks like a historical mansion, I swear to God. So yeah, this was where we finally had a room. So the other 4 chefs stayed in that other hotel, and then my mom and I, we stayed here in this hotel, and we shared a room. This room was so big. It was so big. It was really, really big. Like, actually, 6 of us could all stay here, honestly. But yeah, so grateful to the organizers. All of this was free, by the way. We never had to worry about accommodation or flights. They took care of it. Very beautiful service. Very comfortable and everything. They made sure we were good throughout our stay there. We had to go down to take breakfast real quick picture with the chef. And then we had to go back to sleep. You thought we slept? No, we didn't. So what had happened was we forgot the phone in the plane, so we had to go back to the airport, and file like a claim situation. And we got the phone back, thank God. But obviously, when this was done, we were still hungry because girls have to eat. What do you mean you're giving me 2 loaves of bread? So we went to KFC for lunch. This was like 3 p.m. and we all shared a bucket of chicken. People we eat together live together, or whatever it is that they say. I have no clue. I forgot. I forgot. So yeah, this is me just taking a video of the area. I have no clue why the video is weird, honestly. But we got our food, had shared conversation, and finally headed out to the hotel to get some rest, some very, very much needed rest. I had like 6 hours of sleep, and we had to wake up and obviously try to see around the city. It was very beautiful, very different from Delhi as well, and the climate was really, really good for that time of the year too. It was January, so generally in January Delhi is very cold-ish, but yeah, it was quite chilly but not too cold. We left there and we went to the place where the event would have been held, right, that's what they say. So we went to the place. It was so beautiful, so dreamy. I think it was a whole castle. Or yes, can you see? I literally made a post on my Instagram and I was like, this is where they kept Rapunzel, because it was so dreamy. The place is so beautiful, so beautiful. So we got there, tried to see around before heading back to the hotel to sleep, because remember we had to sleep. So yeah, that is what happened. We got to rest, and then in the evening, later that evening, we went out again to try to see around the city. Oh, did I also mention that they provided transportation for us? Hello. No discomfort. We got a whole cab. He was available for us like all through the stay, the only one. So when we needed him, we just had to call him, and he was there. So we obviously had to call him, and he took us out that evening to see Jodhpur by night. And obviously it is not Delhi, but it is very, very beautiful and busy. So we had to find a store because we had some stuff to get. I think we had to get nail polish, a scissors, a needle, little basic things. Yeah. So we had to find a store to get all of these, and obviously to also see around the city, because we never had a lot of time, but we had to make the most of the little time that we had, of course. So we finally found a store, and we went there and got what we needed to get.
Goodness, are you stuck? Good enough. Yay! Say by my brother. Honestly, this song has been living right through my head. What's the store?
So after getting our essentials, remember that we never stayed at the same hotel, but we wanted to have dinner together, and for some reason we couldn't have dinner together at the hotel because we never stayed at the same hotel. I don't know if I'm making sense. So the driver decided to take us to a place where we could be cozy and have nice dinner. And the outside has nothing on the inside. Just look at this. How dreamy is this? It was so beautiful. It's literally as if you stepped into another world. So amazing. It had a waterfall. I think I even saw Nefertiti there, and Cleopatra and Pharaoh. Can you see them on the wall that way? So we ate butter chicken and naan, and also crabs. I think I really cannot remember what we had, but it was amazing. Everything was 10 over 10 minus nothing, and it was very affordable too. So if you're ever in Jodhpur, make sure to go there and check the place out. So this was all that happened on that day. The next day, which was the D-Day, we had to get to work and get everything that we needed and get our day starting. So obviously we had to start the day very early. We needed to get some fresh vegetables because we couldn't travel with vegetables and we didn't want to freeze them, right? So we left the hotel quite early and we went in search for vegetables. So we got everything that we needed and we headed off to the venue. This place was so amazing. Did I say it was a castle? I probably did. I have to repeat it because it was amazing. But yeah, I'm just going to let you guys see for yourself, and I'm going to stop talking now. You should see the beautiful, amazing castle that we had the beautiful opportunity to work at.
For yeah, the way they do close over
So as you can tell, we were all in awe of the place, the organization. Everything was handled so smoothly and seamlessly. It was amazing. Like, I used to think that we as Africans knew how to throw a party, but now hats off. Hats off. Indians, they know how to party. I have been in this country for what now? 6 years, and I can tell you for a fact they do know how to party with or without alcohol. They know how to boogie down. Anyway, we got to the kitchen area and we had to find our stuff from the fridge and set up shop and then start cooking. So yours truly had to go and make sure that everything was in place. Luckily, obviously, we documented everything, so all we had to do was make sure that everything was there and everything got there safely. And we had a few hours only to prepare everything, so thank God we had arranged and organized everything, like the difficult ones, before going. So we actually knew what we were doing and we knew what we were about. Now, yours really has no melanin, so I had to find a shade. So I went inside the shade while the others set up shop outside, because the scenery was beautiful, to be honest. So I stayed inside and I made what I had to make. I made jollof rice. And if you have never had my jollof rice, please, this is me inviting you to come try our jollof rice. My jollof rice, to be specific. I promise you would enjoy it. So as soon as I did that and I did the other little things that I had to do, I had to go into the main event hall and check for our stand that everything was okay and ready for us to serve in the evening, because you cannot come when there is guests and you're trying to serve people and you're at the same time trying to organize yourself. That is not ethical and it's not professional. So yeah, and you can see our menu. We had to arrange that and organize the space where we keep our foods. And say hi to me, y'all. So once that was done, we went home, got ready in under 45 minutes. Yeah, we got ready in like under 45 minutes. And look at the mermaids are outside. So we got to the event, took some pictures with the main chefs, and as I told you before, it was chef's kiss. Everything was so amazing, so dreamy. Congratulations again to the happily wedded couple. Mind you, these videos are from like January, so this has been like almost 2 months sitting in the drafts. So I hope everything is going well for them. And you can also see the drones, so beautiful in the air, so beautiful. Anyways, guys, that was it, and we got ready the next day to get to Delhi. And I don't know if you can tell, but I was so exhausted. Can you see my eyes? Anyways, if you made it right to the end of this video, thank you so much for sticking and watching. I hope you subscribe, like, and share this video, and also let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Be sure also to follow us on our other social media platforms where we post more juicy content. And let me know if you want to know about living in India, and I might also post that alongside. Thanks for watching. Bye.